Hello, Moxa greetings. Uh, Here's some topic of Kashmir, of Assam, and of the mindset what we the Indians are possessing in these days in a large number. There is a big amount of kundas. We are not happy with ourselves, with our co-citizens. Somehow we are not really happy. Why we are not really happy? Why the co-citizens are being tortured and we are clapping? We are saying that they deserve it. Firstly, we are misinterpreting lot many things. We are misinterpreting the state rules, the state's role, the citizen's role. What's the role of a citizen? The role of a citizen is to think positive, is to think for a better peaceful time, a better peaceful society, a better peaceful humanity. So we are lacking there. We are really lacking there. People say Shanti se kam lo. So we are forgetting Shanti. We are forgetting love. We are misinterpreting history. And we don't have the idea of that how far biased we are by some posts of social media, by some talkings, by some this, that, Kashmire ei hoyechilo, Assame ei lok eshechilo. Respect history. Whatever happened, that happened. Respect it. Respect it, take it with love. You are the product of this time. You are here for the history. Your father, grandfather was tortured in the partition. Yes, they were tortured. That's normal. You were tortured in your family, in your childhood. Your father was beating you a lot. But would you kill your father for that? Would you attack your father with that kundas in your mature age? No. For you are mature. You understand that lot many mistakes, lot many rights and wrongs that create the history. That is creating the time. We pass through a time. ये लोग घुस बैठेছে এরা অনুপ্রবেশকারী ঢুকে বসে আছে আমার দেশে. The solution is not that to keep them out of the citizen list. The solution is to make them live here in a better way, with love, with peace. If the countries are disowning citizens, you understand how far nonsense is that, how far inhumanic is that. If you are in that list, if I'm in that list, what we will see in the morning, countries disowning me. Understand the pain of a citizen, of anyone, that your life is all of a sudden tortured. In Kashmir, the scenario is very poor, very disturbed. Every innocent person is suffering. People are saying that they are enjoying our tax money. Man, state is taking your tax money. State is taking your tax money. State is taking your tax money. And state is deciding how they will spend it. So don't blame the citizens. Citizens are the poor creatures who are trying to live a life, who are trying to live, trying to breathe, trying to eat and drink just like you and me. The citizens are trying to survive. Every morning, every evening, every day, every moment has been a challenge on this planet. The planet is losing resource, water, and anything. The air is polluted. We have made the planet a hell. We have used the resource recklessly. These are the points to develop. Man, be sensitive. Do something for the environment. Do something for your own mental health. Be peaceful. Be sensitive. Sense the peace. Create the peace. Create the love. Otherwise, there's no point of spending time. Otherwise, there's no point of shouting with the state's brutality. You are the victims of your own psychological, rather we are the victims of our own psychological imbalance. The time, the market economy and the scenario, we are the victims. We are the victims. Every time humanity and commoners are the victims. In medieval, it is the war. It is the war, horses, weapons, elephants, the kings are fighting, this type of scenario. And now you are carrying a credit card, you find your girlfriend and boyfriend, they are leaving you, you find the shops are asking high price for a trouser, for a, a brief half pant. They are charging $1,000 and you need to pay it for the brand. Yes, you are tortured. You are tortured in every means. You are tortured by the scenario. I'm tortured by the scenario. We are tortured by this scenario of this market economy. We have frustration every time. Medieval had frustration of that time, of those norms. We are having frustration. But out of this frustration, if you say that is justified to kill people, is justified to torture people, and if you say that the state is doing the right thing, this aggression is the right thing, sorry man, you are suffering. Understand, you are suffering and you don't have an outlet to express your suffering. You don't really know how to be peaceful. And yes, we don't really know how to be peaceful. We are passing through a time, we are living in a time, we are experiencing a time where we don't have any power and our ass is fucked up. Our ass is fucked up by this economy. Our ass is fucked up by this mindless social game. Everybody is not your friend. Nobody is your friend. They are pretentious. We know all these things. Create some good literature. Create some good poetry. Make some greenery. Do something for environment, do whatever comes to you, but just use a filter, man. My dear citizen, my dear co-citizens of this planet of Earth, just use a filter at times whether your activity is indicating love or indicating hatred. Are you loving by your mentality or are you hating? We are tortured thoroughly. We the humans are tortured from the very beginning. We the humans settled on this planet. We the humans made the borderlines and countries. We tortured ourselves. We tortured lot many things. We are tortured. So it's a normal thing, this fight, this being cornered, this suffering, every time it is there. So don't get into the wrong perception of interpreting history, that these people came from outside, we were this, we were that. All these are nonsense, frustrations, nothing but frustrations. You are suffering, you don't have to blame anyone, your ass is fucked up, you can't stand life, and you are expressing your aggression. It's nothing but a wrong aggression coming in your mind, and you think that it will be a better scenario. If some people are driven out from a country, it will be a better scenario from which perception? It's never a better scenario unless you do have the sense of love. Only love can win the time. Only love can win